Hello and welcome to GraphixCALC 4.3. In this tutorial we're going to go through how GraphixCALC calculates its complexities and factors. A lot of people ask that. They say, how do these factors work out? What exactly does this mean? And once I show it to you, you'll kind of see it really is pretty straightforward. It's preloaded with a lot of information and some base numbers, which actually really does work pretty well. It's pretty accurate. I mean, we've had people that live in New York and in LA and then live in Iowa and Michigan and Minnesota, and it seems to work for them because once you've set up your shop rate, with your itemized expenses and your employees, your production employees, it really is, it's pretty close. So that's an exciting thing because it took a long time to kind of develop that. But anyway, let's jump into it. I'm just going to go ahead and create an example with typical signage, okay? I'm going to actually put this up there, get that out of my way. All right, so let's open this up here. And we're going to keep it kind of simple. Let's get to 3 feet. I'm going to make this a 3 feet by 5 foot example. So we have 15 square feet. Our substrate, we'll just keep it banner. And we're going to leave everything else alone, okay? I'm going to make that 0 for this moment. Make that 0. I'm going to grab transfer tape. We're only going to use, we only need it for one color. All right. So anyway, let's get right to it. So here's the best way to explain it. Up here, this top section here, your sign type, your complexity, and overall complexity, and your mount or install complexity. This is labor. Okay. Down here, materials. Pretty straightforward, right? So how do we determine the price? So what GraphixCALC, we're going to be talking about this area here, complexities, okay, and factors. So basically, GraphixCALC right now is telling you that based off of 15 square feet, if you were to take $1, then we're talking materials for a moment, we're not talking labor yet. You take $1 at 15 square feet, it's 15 bucks. Take 38 cents. I have my little cheat sheet next to me. You take 38 cents at 15 square feet, that's $5.70. You add the two together, you end up with $20.76. Okay, that's your material cost, all right? And it's always a little breakdown in here in case you've never noticed this. Tells you your square footage, and here's your material cost. $15, $5.76, $20.76. Okay? So how does it go ahead and come up with $97.19? Now there's no markups here. Okay, obviously you're not going to sell it for that because this is strictly materials and labor. So here's how the complexities work. We'll start with banners. Okay, we'll start with the sign type. Let's double click it. Let's open it up. Okay. What we did, and this you can adjust these. Just go slowly because it will affect everything. What we say is, at the bare minimum, you have to have a base, right? So everything's kind of based off of 32 square feet. Okay. At a minimum, we would like to make $4.25, obviously, times 32 square feet. We want to go on ahead and make $136. So if you just basically what we said is, we said, okay, at a 4x8 banner, the bare minimum would be $136. Maybe for you it's $250. So then you'd have to divide that. So what we did is we said it's $136. Let's divide that by 32 square feet. And we charge $4.25. It's really that simple. We just felt that was a number that worked well for us, that seemed to work well for most people. But like I said, if you're a banner at a 4x8, you don't ever want to make less than $250. You obviously would go on ahead and take this number and change it. And you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll do that for giggles. So let me get my calculator out real quick here, and let's go on ahead and let's say, what would $250 divided by 32 square feet equal? And the new number for that would actually be $7.81. So that's all that you would do there, is you would go ahead and change that number. And I'm going to X out. We're going to hit save. We're going to hit F5 to refresh. I'm going to select something different. And then I'm going to come back to banner. And you can see now the price is way different. Okay? because that's what you have as your minimum. So let me go back in and change that back. $4.25. Let's X out, hit save. Sometimes you can hit F5, sometimes you just got to reselect something, and I'm back to there. All right. So this is a product minimum that you want to make per square foot. That's your minimum. Over here, this is a design complexity. The whole thing, to produce it, everything. What does that look like to you? So for us, we said typical. We want to make $1 a square foot. We want to make $32 on the whole thing, in addition to the sign type. Once again, you can change this. Okay. So we've chosen $1, and what's really neat here is that you can make other ones. You can go on ahead and call this small decals, right? And let's say I'm going to make that $5. This is something that in the beginning you're going to spend a little time, and you're going to tweak it, and you're going to see what makes sense for you, and then later on you will you won't have to do this anymore. So I'm going to X out. I'm going to save that, and then let's grab that, and you can see what that does. Now, obviously, I wouldn't use that for 3x5, but I might use that for inches. And then that way, if somebody needed a bunch of stickers or they wanted something small like that, I know that I'm going to charge them $5.87. And obviously, if it's a one-item thing and you need to make $30, you want to make sure that if it's ever something small like that, you could come in here and you can make this price any price that you want to. Save it. And come back, and that way you know at a minimum that is always what you want to do. That's always what you want to be able to make for something. So that's one of the really cool things about GraphixCALC, is that you can really customize it and make about 97% of this yours. All right, so let's get back to this. That is really, in a nutshell, how simple it is and what this looks like as far as your complexities or your factors. But now let's mark it up. So we're going to make that 100%. Going to make this 100%. We know that our material cost is $20.76. We know, as I mentioned before, the labor for this here is $78.69. That's taking the 425 times 15 square feet, which is $63.75. That's taking the overall complexity of the job at $1 a square foot, times 15 is $15. That's taking the $63.75 plus the $15, and then adding that to this here, and that's the retail. Obviously, if the labor rate in the original price for the signs is $99.45, and this is just materials, and you have to add your labor rate of the $78.69. Anyway, if you were to take the labor rate up here, add that to your material cost, which is the $20.76, that comes out to $99.45. So you're only making $30 on this project. If you needed to make more than that, you will adjust the numbers however you want to, but that's once you've set it, you leave it alone. You do not have to do that every job, otherwise it just wouldn't make any sense. Some people do 100%. Some people I know to 150%. You may increase these, which works better for you. So that's basically it. So this is a great area. This really allows you to take full control and make sure that you are getting paid appropriately for these types of jobs, which is really a fantastic way to really control what is happening behind the scenes in order to come up with these kind of numbers here. So I hope that really explained to you how does that work. Same thing here with the mount and the install. What do you want to make, per square foot? As you can see, you got a vehicle wrap. I want to make $5.50. Now, we all know you go on ahead and you add $5.50 to the square footage of that vehicle wrap. You definitely have a good $1,000, if not more, just in labor alone. And we all know, realistically, that's true. So there's a lot that you can do here. There's a lot of flexibility that you have. So anyway, we hope that you look forward that this explained a lot to you. This applies with all the different areas of the different sign types that we have. Let me open this up here. Let me pin this back up. That applies to every area. Here's your labor. Also, here's your labor. The weeding obviously is labor, laminating is labor, so forth and so on. So here's all your labor. So you have your sign type, you have your overall complexities, your mount and saw like the other one. And this one has something extra special because in here, in your print options, to control what you want to get paid for this, you have an edit print options tab. And you basically are saying, hey, contour cutting, my machine is running and I want to get 50 cents per square foot. These you can mess around with. You know, laminating, I want to get paid $1.50 a square foot. These you can play with here too. So there's a lot of flexibility in GraphixCALC. We just did inkjet digital. RTA. This one's a little bit more limited because this is just lettering here. Your real, the best way I can describe it, your labor rate really is inside here. Like, what's the thickness of the labor? That's really pretty much here. The thickness of the lettering. Decals, same thing here. Here's your complexity inside decals. Okay, this is where if you had one called small print, you could put it inside here. So anyway, we hope that that helped you out a lot, and we look forward to making some more videos for you. Thank you very much.